Hello, this is Tamala, your clarity catalyst and empowerment mystic. And I am here with Joanna, who is going to be helping me. And we are doing a live channeling with Zed, who is a group of higher vibrational beings that I channel and work with. And they are going to be talking about living a congruent life. Now, Joanna's going to be keeping up with the chat in the webinar because this is a Zoom webinar, and there are some folks in the paid program that have the opportunity to join the actual webinar and ask live questions if they want. And they may or may not come because, you know, of course, it's a work evening. And then we're also broadcasting on Your Own Soul on the Facebook page and in the business page that I have. So she's also going to be checking on that to see if anybody has any questions there. Now, for those of you who don't know, Zed is a group of higher vibrational beings that live on the edges of expansiveness. There are 4 groups, and they each have their own responsibilities, if you will, their own ways of helping us in our human experience to resonate as more feminine and to resonate as more masculine. And they will, whichever group is going to be most supportive for the situation is the one that will step forward and conduct the process. Occasionally, they will tone when they are giving information, because what will happen is during the process, they're giving a lot of brand new information that folks haven't heard before. And that can cause some dissonance in your own vibrational field. And if that's present, Zed will offer a toning that you can either say thank you and accept, or say no thank you and just let it pass by. It's not a big deal if it's not for you. That's okay. It's a gift that's offered, and you can choose to receive it or to let it pass by. Now, what else? When Zed comes in, they mess with my teeth because they find teeth very interesting and odd. Kind of cracks them up that we have to deal with teeth. And so they'll mess with those, but that's your indication that they are present. Now, again, Joanna's going to be asking Zed your questions, so make sure that you're typing them in either on the live webinar or on the Facebook page so that you can get them. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please share this with anybody who's interested in learning how to live a congruent life. Okay, I'm going to check out now. They're teaching me how to blend. So what they've told me in preparation is that they're going to come in and do some teachings. They'll have me explain or clarify some stuff. Then they'll do some more teachings. So this is going to be a good practice for me too in blending. So I will see you shortly. It's always tricky trying to insert ourselves into this vaguely familiar and very interesting physicality. Many of us in our collective have not been in a human body before, though there are representations of us in our group who have incarnated in every existence that is in the multiverses that are available. So we do have representations of every being, every culture, every society, every planetary system, every universal system. And so for your information, there are not that many who have teeth. We find them interesting. So our topic this evening is living a congruent life. We participated in the Wholeness Living Online Expo last month, and our topic was the secret to creating the life, the career, the body, and the finances, basically everything about your experience that you want. And the key was alignment and congruency. And those are two separate things. Alignment with who you are at soul level, how you're designed, your superpowers, and then being congruent with what it is that you want to create. So it's both alignment and congruency that are the keys to creating in your third and fourth dimensional experience everything you could ever desire. And so while that seems clear enough, we completed that in a paragraph. Implementation of those things is much more complicated. There are belief systems, there are unconscious truths, there are incongruencies between what you think and what you feel. There are incongruencies between what you feel and what you speak. There are massive incongruencies between where you are and where you want to be. And so what we do and what we offer at this powerful, pivotal, evolutionary time on your planet is guidance on how you as individuals and as a collective can shift from where you are into your empowered, manifesting, abundant, miraculous, miracle, magic-making people that you choose to be, that is also going to create the magic and the miracles in your planet that all of you are envisioning as the heaven on earth that the generations have been seeking and praying for. So in living a congruent life, when we did the expo, we shared some information that was somewhat disappointing for some folks. It did offer some clarity, and we'd like to kind of summarize that here, and that is, as far as congruency goes, there is 86% of the people that are on your planet that are less than 1% of 1% congruent with who they are and congruent then with who they are, and then making that aligned and congruent with what they think, what they feel, what they speak, and what they do. Less than 1% of 1% of all of that is congruent for them. And that explains so very much about the chaos and the inconsistencies and the incongruencies that you find on your planet. You have people who call themselves we don't wish to call out a specific religion, but there are people who call themselves a religion that touts itself on divine love. And many of them do. All of them have that foundation. And yet the evidence of their behavior, the evidence of their speech, the evidence of the things that they think and they feel is not congruent with that divine love. And that's what we mean when we say there's so much incongruency. And that incongruency creates chaos, because you have a person who speaks that they are aligned with a religion full or designated or rooted in divine love, and yet they do not reflect divine love. They do not honor the sanctity of other beings. They do not expect those in power over them to operate in divine love. And for clarification, divine love includes the perspective that all beings on your planet are equal. There is none less than and none more than. And that is just one single example that all of you should be able to relate to understand, because either you've seen it in person or you have seen it in your social medias or you have seen it on your televisions, but you do have some way to access the incongruencies as that is exampled. And we share that because all of you on your planet right now are majority incongruent. And what do we mean by that? There are 5 beings on your planet right now who are in the 40 percentile of congruency. That means 40% or more of their thoughts, their emotions, their speech, and their actions are in alignment with who they are, how they're designed, what they are connected to, which would be their soul, their higher self, their congruency and alignment for themselves. And they're bringing that into every thought, every emotion, every speech, and every action. And they are powerful beings, these 5 very powerful beings. And what we are here to do is to assist all of you who choose to move up your specific percentage to a higher percentage. We're here to offer you the opportunity over the next 2 years to learn how to embody that more fully. We plan to do teachings every month at a minimum, in which we offer advice and counsel, guidance, support, information that you can choose to insert into your experience or choose not to. We are not attached to that. Our part is the offering. It is up to you to implement, to choose. You are a powerful being on the human experience. You are a powerful part of this critical evolutionary time of shifting into divine sacred partnership, where all beings become equal. And there is indeed what has been termed heaven on earth. You cannot get there by being incongruent. And so what we would like to do is to start with an exercise so that you can practice over the next month in identifying areas where you're incongruent and areas where you would like to be more congruent, because it really is about you moving toward where you want to be. None of this is to be critical. None of this is to be judgmental for yourself or for others, because our experience is that every choice is valid. Every choice is neither positive nor negative. It simply is a choice. And so what you're looking for is clarity around the choices that you're making, so that you can begin to choose choices that are more congruent with what it is that you wish to create and experience in your everyday life. So let us begin. Make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes if you choose. Take a few deep breaths. and come into your heart center. Once you are in your heart center, ask yourself, what is one thing I choose to make bigger in my experience in the next month? That means, what do you want more of? When you have that, please type it into the comments if you're current, if you're on live, so that our wonderful, much appreciated Joanna can speak those for you. And if you're watching in the replay, type them in anyway, so that the one speaking can speak those for you. What that does is it gives you agreement. It gives you someone else who is helping you anchor your desire into the physical world. Every time you speak something, share something, it's heard by someone else. That's what gives it realness in your human experience. So this thing that you wish to have more experience of in the next month, think about this. Make it bigger in your heart. Make it bigger in your chest. Feel the feeling of this thing that you want more of. Every breath, it expands and it gets bigger. It moves up into your throat and down into your tummy, out into your shoulders, your arms. It moves up into your head. It moves down into your waist. It moves around your back and down your legs. It completely engulfs you. Feel how it pulses around you, how it has a vibration. Imprint this vibration of this thing that you want. Feel how it feels when you have it. We encourage you to do this practice 5 to 10 times a day. Does not take more than 1 or 2 minutes. It's a wonderful newness that you can insert into your day. It's an attitude adjustment that you can insert on those times when you are incongruent with this feeling. And it also is a calling out of more. When you stand in this vibration of the feeling of this thing that you want, You're putting out beacons. And we'll input here. Whatever you are feeling, you're putting beacons out for. If you're feeling stressed, you are announcing that to the universe. If you're feeling at ease, you are announcing that to the universe. And what happens through the law of attraction is that whatever you're putting out into the universe comes because the universe is a universe of abundance. If you already have, you'll get more of what you have. So if you already have the stress and it's amplifying out into the universe, what is it that you imagine you're going to get more of? So we encourage you to begin this practice every day for the next month until we meet again, where you are feeling in your physicality, all over your body, until it completely engulfs the insides and the outsides of you. And you can make it as big as you choose to make it. You can make it feel just outside the line of your body, or you can put it in your mental field, your all the way out to all of the layers of you that exist. You can make it as big as your house, or your state, or your country, or even the planet. But feel it. And then once you have imprinted this feeling, you can go about your day. And every once in a while, just kind of check in and say, am I still congruent with my feeling? We'll give you an example. When we ask you to choose what it is that you want to add more of in your experience, we ask the soul of the one speaking, and her immediate response was ease. She wants more ease because she's been extremely busy and her schedule is busy furthermore. And so she would like all of that to be very ease-filled. And so what we encourage is 5 to 10 to 20 times a day, if she chooses, to let that ease engulf her inside and outside. And then as she's doing her work during the day, check in and ask herself, is this ease filled? That is the best question you can ask yourself, because it gives you awareness. You're no longer blindly going through your day. You're in charge of what you are doing and how you are progressing through your day. Is this ease filled? And then you get to honestly decide, kind of. Okay, if it's kind of ease filled, is that enough? And you can choose. Sometimes that will be enough. And sometimes your answer will be, no, I really want to be ease-filled, or whatever yours is. And so in that moment, you can say, how can I insert more ease here? And remember that your spiritual helpers, your human helpers, your embodied helpers who are also on your planet, who may not take a human form, are available to give you awarenesses that can help you. You could see a bird flying by, a hawk. And for the one speaking, when she sees a hawk fly by, it is the idea that she must look at the bigger picture, disengage from the minutia, and look at it from the perspective high above. And for her, that will create, in certain circumstances, the ability to connect with ease, with the soaring in the air. That's ease filled. And so that's why we mentioned to you that there are others aside from your spirit helpers and those who are in a human body who can also give you advice and counsel on what you can do to align more congruently with this thing that you choose to have more of. And so as you're doing your questioning and you're tweaking during the day, be observant how resistant you are to the tweaking, how resistant you are to the asking. Because we're fully aware that there are aspects about your mental and emotional habits that will interfere with your desire to change. The one speaking has lots of great training on the saboteur. We're aware that this comes up for you, and we're offering you the awareness for yourself. And so notice how many times a day you don't envelop yourself in this feeling that you prefer. You'll have opportunities, and you'll say, no, I need to send this email. No, I need to return this phone call. No, I need to do the dishes or the laundry or make dinner. There's always going to be something else for you to do. And this practice that we're encouraging you to do for the next month is designed not only to give you the resonance of what you want and to practice resonating with that resonance you want, but also to give you an awareness of the areas in your experience where you tend to sabotage yourself when you're trying to create what you want. It is powerful, important information, so we encourage you to be aware, to pay attention, to take note. It's not for you to judge, it is for you to create awareness so that you can make a cognitive choice about whether you want to continue to be distracted. Oh, I see I'm distracting myself. Okay, I'm going to let myself be distracted this time and be distracted. You have made a decision and you're congruent with it. That is good as far as your attraction. You have not negated your desire for ease or whatever it is for you. If you acknowledge, I see, I have an opportunity to here to be congruent with ease. However, I'm gonna choose to do that after I take care of this situation. That is completely congruent. You've not disempowered yourself. You've made a choice. Now, where the incongruency can come in is if after you have made this agreement with yourself that you will do it after you have completed the task. You complete the task and the time comes for you to do it again. And this second time, you have an excuse or a reason or a distraction. That is where you should get the aha that there is incongruency here. And so to further your investigation into your own mental state, into your own emotional state, you can ask yourself why. This is a 1-minute endeavor. There is very little in your experience that will not allow you 1 minute of time so that you can align with what you want. We've given you lots to do here. And we've condensed it in a very short time, and of that we're very aware. And we're also aware that you may want to listen to this several more times because it does contain a lot of detail. We encourage you to do that. It is our intention to offer you as much support as we can so that you can create the life and the experiences that you choose to have so that you can help the evolution of your planet and all of those on the planet to have the experience that they are choosing to have. So that the heaven on earth can become the reality that all of you have intended. Are there any questions or comments?
We don't have any question or comments.
All right. Do you have any questions or comments, Joanna?
I don't have any question, but I'm excited to implement the exercise that you have shared. I will do it definitely.
Wonderful. Did you have a particular energy that you wanted more of in your experience?
Yeah, I wanted more when you talk about it, and I think of it. I wanted more success on my business. That's the energy I want to implement and meditate for the rest of the month until we meet again.
And that will be a wonderful exercise for you to feel into your body, because it is your business is what you're creating. It's what you're manifesting. It is what you're birthing into your life and into your experience. So that's going to be wonderful and supportive for you. And it'll also be very helpful for you to notice when you are distracting yourself from your own success. You will learn a great deal in this process. We're grateful for you.
Yes, and thank you for guiding us.
You are so welcome. So we will end this session with the understanding that all of you are congruent with the experience that you have right now. So if there's anything that you would like to change about your experience, we have given you the exact steps for practicing the first part of that change. We offer you much love and affection, and we will see you next month. Hi. So I guess we're still broadcasting everything. We are going to, I guess, wrap it up right now. It's almost been an hour. So is there anything else, Joanna, or are we good?
Yes, we're good.
All right. Everyone, take care. Blessings. You are divine, creative, powerful beings. Go and create the life you desire. Bye.